You're the same.
Just do the same one.
No. Q always needs his Q.
We're going to do that towards the end of our class period, so you're going to need to know what letter you are.
Is it cool if you only have a pencil?
Yes. S, Q, U, A, or D.
Do you know that Judy works
You have like,
Okay, guys, so here's our plan. We are going to look at some pictures of graphs. I'm going to ask you some questions, and in your squads, you are going to discuss the question. I'm going to give you about 15 or 30 seconds depending on the question, and then I'm going to pull your name out of a bucket. So it could be anybody. So everybody needs to be discussing. I'm also going to be putting the names back in the bucket, so you can be called on again. Okay? You can if you'd like. Now, we're going to investigate something about linear lines. So that is our goal. Okay? So first thing, here is a linear line. What do you know about that linear line? Discuss in your squads. What do you know about that linear line?
starts at -1. No, -1. No, 0, -1.
Discuss, what do you think you know about that linear line? Okay, let's hear your ideas. Madison, what was something your guys' group said? It is a perfect positive. You guys remember our last unit, we talked about correlation, and if it was a perfect straight line, we said that was a perfect positive, because it's going up. For the correlation, awesome, I like that. Way to draw on last chapter. Good job. Okay, what else do we know? Anna H, what else do we know about this line?
And the slope.
And how do you get that? Up 2/3, so we have a slope of 2/3. Okay? And Kayla, what else do we know about this line?
There's a point of 0, -1.
0, -1, what do we call that? Do you remember? It is the B. What's the word for the B, you guys? Help us.
Y-intercept.
Y-intercept. So we have a y-intercept of -1. Nice. Okay, so I have a question about this line. Is the point 3,1 a solution to this graph, and why? Discuss in your group. You think the point 3,1 is a solution to this graph, and why? Discuss. Make sure you guys are discussing.
You guys know
Each
why?
other.
Pass us through it.
I look like crack.
Okay, let's hear your ideas. Okay, Tyler, what did your group say?
Yes, because it's already up there.
Because it's already up where? Be specific.
It's like in the line.
It's on the line?
Yes.
So you said yes because it's on the line. Do you guys agree or disagree?
I agree.
You agree? Does anyone disagree?
Go.
Okay, so right now we're establishing that it's a point on the line, so therefore it's a solution. Okay, because now we're going to see a different line, and we're going to discuss that. You can if you want. Okay, here is a different line. It's the same equation. It's still the 2/3 x minus 1. But I want you to discuss in your group, what do you think is the difference between the solid line we saw and now a dashed line? Discuss in your group, what do you think is the difference between dashed and solid? Discuss in your group. Discuss ideas.
What if you just dashes?
Make a hypothesis. We're investigating. Hypothesis. Make it a hypothesis. Just have an idea.
No, it's not.
It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Just an idea. What is your gut telling you? That's all it is.
Why are we doing that? I know, we sound like a month.
Okay, awesome math students. Let's hear your ideas. Now remember, it's okay if you don't know. Just go with your gut feeling. Okay, we're investigating. Okay, so Amaya's not here. Ooh, Isaac, what did you guys say?
Well, we don't know yet, but usually when it's dashed, it's either less than or equal to, but we don't know which one yet.
So you think it has something to do with less than or equal to?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What are some other ideas? Olivia, what do you guys think?
Said that we thought it was like a graph inequality because usually it would be that, but it's like the one without the line, so it's like greater than or less than.
Oh, okay. So she's saying it's definitely has to do with an inequality, which is what Isaac was saying as well. And you said that this would be the symbol with like out, without the bar, because we have these and then we have these. Is that what you're saying? It would be the line without the bar? Okay, so let's discuss that further. What do we know this bar means? Okay. Jeremy, I heard you say it. What did you say it meant? You said that the bar means equal to. Okay, so what do we know not a bar means? Not equal to. So now we have to make a decision. Do you think this is an equal to line, the dashed line, or do you think it's a not equal to line? Okay, so we're all agreeing it's a not equal to line? Is everyone okay with that consensus? So we're saying solid is what? Solid line is, we're saying solid is equal to, we're saying dashed is not equal to. Okay, so now that we have that in our heads, we're going to use that knowledge to discuss other things, okay? So here's the next question. So, that point, 3, 1, that we just discussed, do you think it's now still a solution on this graph? Discuss in your groups. We just said this line is not equal to, so discuss in your groups if you think this point is still a solution to this graph. Yes or no, and why? So discuss that question. Do you think it's still a solution? You just said the line is not equal to.
Just shaving your head.
Oh, I singed the hair. No. I don't like using gas grills. If someone doesn't
Okay, let's hear your ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, is Kenny here today? No Kenny today.
I know how to use it.
Okay, thank you for telling me.
So you tell me.
Oh, Katie, what did you guys say? Did you say this was a solution, yes or no? Did you say it was or was not? Was not. So she's saying no. No, I heard you. Okay, so you guys, in case you didn't hear Katie, she said no, because the point is on our line, but we said this line means not equal to. So if this point is on our line and this line is not equal to, she's saying that this is not a solution, because the line is not equal to. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Agree. Does anyone disagree? It's okay if you disagree. Does anyone have any other thoughts? Okay, well, we're going to take it a step further now. Here's our next graph. Okay, so this time, notice that we have a solid line, and we have shading above the line now. Discuss in your groups what you think that means. Discuss in your groups what you think that means.
Yeah, it is.
So discuss what you think that shading means.
I think so.
Okay, you're quieting down. Let's hear your ideas. Ethan, what'd your guys' group say for the shading group?
Greater than or equal to, because it's shaded above the line and it's a solid line, and it's a solid line too, so it's either, it's not less than, or, wait a second.
No, good. Keep on. You're
Yeah,
on.
that's what it means. It means greater than or equal to because it's shaded above the line and it's a solid line.
Yes, did everyone hear what Ethan said? Hey, groups over here. Isaac. So Ethan is saying that this symbol, greater than or equal to, represents this graph because he said that the shading was above, and because it was a solid line, he said it's equal to as well. Does your group agree with that? How about Nigel's group? Does anyone beg to differ?
No.
And that was a really good explanation. Nice, Ethan. I like that. So, let's discuss the point then. -2, 1. Do you think that is a solution to this graph? Yes or no, and why? Discuss your groups. Discuss your groups.
It doesn't need to cross. It needs to be in the shaded area. It doesn't need to cross. It needs to be in the shaded area.
Oh.
Just in the shaded area. It needs to be either on the
That's
line.
what each one need to carry is color in the shade.
Solid line. It needs to be either on the line or in the shaded area.
But it's neither.
Okay, let's hear some of your guys' ideas.
That's all we're doing.
Okay. Oh, he's not here today. Let's try someone else. Ooh, Jason! Sue, tell me, do you think it's a solution? Yes or no, and why?
I think it goes -2 of 1,
Okay.
and it's in like shade. The shade is like
It's in the shaded.
yeah, it's in the shade. You can watch that.
Hey, so Jason is saying that his squad thinks that this is a solution because it's in the shaded area. Katie's group, do you guys agree or disagree? You agree. Does anyone disagree? Yes. Okay, why do you disagree?
Because I don't think it's a solution. Like, sure, it's in the shaded area, but it's not on the line, so it's not equal to.
Okay, so we have a dilemma here. He's saying it's not on the line, so it's not equal to this line, but it's in the shaded area. So what do you think? Right.
Anywhere above the line, since it's shaded above the line, anywhere above that.
So you're saying anywhere above the line would be a solution to this equation if we had the equation. Okay, so what are we coming to a consensus about with the shaded area? Does it mean solutions or does it mean not solutions?
Solution!
We're thinking solutions. It's okay. I appreciate that you disagree because I understood exactly what you're saying. It's not on the line. You're right. It's not equal to the line, but it is in the shaded area, so it could be a possible solution. Hey, that was a really good discussion. Good job, you guys. So we're gonna change it up. Here we go. Look at this line. It changed a little bit. It's a dashed line. Okay, discuss what that means. Discuss what that means. What do you think inequality is?
It's greater than or
It's only green. No, it's not.
no.
It's the line. It's greater than the line. The line is not a solution. The shade. The only solution is the
So if
shade.
it's all lines, you can't say that it's.
So solid is. So if it's a solid line, shaded area and the line are solutions.
Yes, okay.
Not a dashed line. It's just shaded.
Hey, let's hear what your thoughts are. Hey, Anna W. What did you guys say that dash line meant?
I think that it's just greater than.
So it's just greater than? Hey, if you didn't hear Anna over here, she was saying that their group discussed that this is just a greater than, that it's not equal to because it's what? Because it's a dashed line. How about other Anna's group? Do you guys agree or disagree? You agree?
Agreed.
Okay, so we're still agreeing that the equal to means that it would be a solid line, and the not equal to would mean a dashed line. Is that still what we're agreeing to? Okay, so here are some questions about this graph. Do you think 3-1, which we discussed was right here, talk in your group, do you still think it's not a solution, yes or no? Decide if you think it's still a solution or not.
No, it helps you find the solution.
You think it's a solution. Decide if you still think it's a solution or not. Did you guys discuss? Do you think 3-1 is a solution, yes or no?
I don't think it's a solution. I think it have to be fully
Okay, we'll talk to your group. Talk to your group. Okay, let's hear your ideas and then we'll come to a consensus. Hey, Levi! What did you guys discuss? Oh, the pink is just above the line. Yeah, the pink is just above the line. So it's no, the pink is not on the line. Sorry. Yeah, no. So you think it's a no? Because it's what? Because it's not in the pink. Okay, so Levi is saying that this is not a solution because it's not in this shaded area. What are some other thoughts? How about Fisher's group? What did you guys think?
We don't think it's on the line, but it's not really, because it's not completely greater than it's equal.
Okay, so if you didn't hear what Isaac said, he said because it's on the line and the line is not equal to, it's not a solution, he says the only possible solutions for this graph are the shaded. Do you agree that the only possible solutions are the shaded area?
Yes.
What about any of these points on this line? Are any of those points on the line solution? No? And what's that reason? Because it's not equal to and it's on the line. Yes. Okay, so here is the next question about this. Do you think the point -2,1 is still a solution to this graph? What do you think? Okay, I'm hearing that people are coming to this one pretty quickly. So, Matt, what did you guys say? Did you say that -2,1? -2,1, would that be a solution then? Yes? And why are we saying it's a solution? Anyone want to volunteer? It's in the shaded area. Nice. Okay, I have one more graph for you. Okay? Here's the next graph. This time the shading changed. Discuss in your groups, what do you think the shading below the line means? Discuss. So you're thinking? Hey, I heard a lot of answers really quickly. You guys are right on. Fisher, what did you guys say that was?
Less than
You're saying it's less than or equal to?
Yeah.
Okay. What about Luke's group? What did you guys think?
Less than or equal to.
You also think less than or equal to?
Yes,
Does anyone over there want to tell me why you decide less than or equal to? Oh.
Line is solid and then shaded down.
So the line is solid and it's shaded below. Ryan, was that what you were going to say?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good job, you guys. Okay, so one last question about this graph. Does that mean negative 2, 1 is still a solution to this graph?
Right.
No? Why? So this is right here, right? So you guys are saying no? And who would like to tell me why really loudly and clearly? Ryan?
Because it's not on the line or it's in the shaded area.
It's not on the line or in the shaded area, so it is a no. Nicely done, you guys. Okay, so this is what we're doing next. We are going to do some quick notes, and then we're going to do a squad activity to practice, okay? So this is why you need your highlighters out for your notes. I'm going to come around and give you a note sheet.
It's a leaf.
You guys are doing great.
Thank you. Feels like it's been an hour.
Oh, thank you.
Did I buy a foot group?
Okay, guys, we're going to do some notes real quick here. Oh, do you need one more? Okay, so the first problem, it gives you an inequality equation, because our goal today is to be able to write and graph a linear inequality. So that's why we did this investigation. That's why I didn't want to tell you about it first, because I wanted us to investigate the inequalities first. So, if we wanted to figure out if 5, negative 2 was a solution, what would you do to figure out if that's the solution to that equation that's given to you?
Plug it in.
Plug it in, yeah, plug it in. Okay, so here's our equation. What am I plugging in for y? Negative 2. What am I plugging in for x? 5. Okay, guys, help me out. What's 2 times 5? 10. And what's 10 minus 4? 6. Okay, so looking at that, is negative 2 greater or equal to 6 a true or false statement?
It's the false.
It's false. So, does that mean it's a solution to this equation?
No.
No. Okay, try the second one by yourself. Try the second one by yourself. See if the second point's a solution.
It's yes.
Negative 12.
It's yes. It's yes. 'Cause negative 2 is greater than negative 12.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's vote. Who thinks this is not a solution? Who thinks this is a solution? Malcolm, do you think it's a solution? Yes. You do? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Did you get, what was your inequality at the end? So you got negative 2 is greater than or equal to negative 12? And is that a true statement? So does that mean a solution? Yes. Good job, you guys. Okay, we're going to come to a consensus about our graphs that we just equations. First thing we discussed was the type of lines. What were the two types of lines we saw? We saw equal and not equal. What did we?
Solid and dashed.
Solid and dashed. Beautiful. What did we agree a solid line meant? Equal to. Okay, awesome. What did we agree a dashed line meant?
Not even.
Not equal to? Okay. Okay, we're going to come back to that with symbols in just a minute, okay? We also discussed shading. Okay, we had above and we had below. What symbol did we decide meant above? Greater than? What symbol did we say below? Less than. Okay, so this is where it comes together, coming back to our types of lines. If it's equal to, what do we have to do to the symbol, the inequality symbol, to show that it's equal to? What, Katie? A line underneath it. So if I wrote less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, would those be true statements? Okay, what would I do differently to show that it's a dash? You wouldn't have a line under it. Nice. Would it be okay for above to also have the greater than or equal to? And for below, less than or equal to? Okay. So if it has a line under it, we know it's a solid line and it's equal to. If it doesn't have a line under it, we know it's dashed and not equal to. So that's going to help us to write the equations. So, here we have a horizontal line. What letter do you remember means horizontal line? What letter gives us? Y does? Okay.
It's X.
Okay, what do you think? Is it crossing?
It's L.
Is this a Y point or an X point?
Wow.
It's a Y point. Good job. Okay, what point is that? What number is it crossing? 2.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, it's shaded below. What symbol are you going to use? Less than. Does it get the equal to? No, because it's dashed. It's a horizontal line. It's crossing that Y at 2. So knowing that, what letter would we give a vertical line? X. What X value is it crossing at? -2. Now, this one's a little trickier because it's not above or below, it's left or right. So what do you think left is? Do you think it's less than or greater than? Less than?
Less than.
Less than.
Yeah.
Okay, so we think it's less than. Now, is this equal to?
Yeah.
Why, Luke?
Because it's a solid line.
It's a solid line. Nice. Does anyone have questions so far? Okay. The last one is our slope-intercept line. So that means we have to get y equals mx plus b. So we need to fill in the gaps. What do we know is the b?
Y-intercept.
What is the y-intercept? 2? Okay, so we're agreeing the y-intercept is 2. Okay, how does the slope move? Up 2 over how much? 1. What kind of slope is up 2 over 1? 2. Okay, so it's going up 2 and over 1. Now we have to make decisions about our symbol. Is this below or above the graph? Below. So what symbol is below?
Less than.
Less than. Does this get the solid equal to line? No. Hey, does anyone have questions about how we got our equation?
No.
Okay, we're going to quickly graph 3 now. And then you're going to do a squad activity after this. Hey, here we go. Y is greater than -3. Did we say a Y line was vertical or horizontal?
Horizontal.
Horizontal. So I'm going to go to -3. Now this is where we have to be careful. Is this going to be a dashed or a solid line? Why is it dashed?
So it's not greater than or equal to, or less than. You know what I said.
Wait, so I didn't hear that correctly. So why is it dashed? It's not equal to, okay. So this is the part that everyone just needs to be really careful with. I know you're going to do the shading really well, but sometimes we get in such a hurry with graphing our line that we automatically just do a solid line automatically. So just be really careful to look at your symbol, because if it's not equal to, it needs to be dashed. Where are we shading, above or below?
Above.
Okay, what do you think? I heard both. Which one do you think it is? Why is it above? Oh, never mind. Because it's greater than? Okay. So we're shading above. Now, here's where the new stuff comes in. This is where we were talking about points being solutions or not. The I means a solution inside the shaded area, and the O means a solution outside the shaded area, meaning it's not a solution. So, what is a point in the shaded area that we could use? 0, 0. So 0, 0 is inside. What's a point that's outside? -3. Let's see, -3 and 1 is in the shaded. What else can we try?
7.
What kind of 7?
Negative.
-7, like 1 and -7?
Yep.
Would that be down there?
Yep.
Okay, so we have 1 and -7. Is 1 -7 a solution? No. Yes, Anna?
Sorry, what -3 and 1? Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, it was the -3. Yeah. No, it's good to ask. It's good to ask. Hey, let's try this again. We have a different equation. We have to get x by itself. What are you going to do to get x by itself?
Divide by 5.
Divide by 5.
7.
What is -10 divided by 5?
-2.
-2. Is this a vertical or a horizontal line?
Vertical.
Vertical, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go to -2. But we have to decide, solid or dash.
Solid.
So Louis,
Why?
greater than
It's equal to. Nice. Are we going to shade to the left or to the right?
To the left. To the left.
To the left. Is left less than? Awesome. Hey, I need someone to raise their hand to give me a point for inside the shaded area. Who would like to give me a point inside the shaded area? Ryan.
-3 and 1.
Okay, so -3 and 1. That works. -3, 1 is there. Anyone that's in the shaded area. What about a point outside? Yes. 0, 0 is outside. Nice.
Ooh, they're big guy.
Okay, we have one more and then we're going to do a squad activity. Oh, quick question though. If I picked the point, let's say, -2 and 1, would -2 and 1 be a solution inside the graph? And why are we saying yes? Because it's equal to the line. So remember, you guys, when you're picking the inside, if you have a solid line, are you allowed to pick a point that's on the solid line? Yes. Now for the outside, can we pick a point on a dashed line for an outside? What do you think?
No.
Okay, so listen again, listen carefully. If we had a dashed line, we said dashed line means what?
Less than.
Not equal
Not
to.
equal to.
If I pick a point on the dashed line, would that go on the inside or the outside? It'd go on the outside because it's not equal to. Nice, good job. Okay, last one here. How can we change this to slope-intercept form? What do we got to do? -2x. Okay, we have -3y. It's greater or equal to -2x plus 6. What is our next step?
Divide by -3. Switch the sign.
Oh, what? I heard something.
Switch the sign.
Why am I switching the sign? I
Because
heard.
divide by
negative.
Don't divide by negative, you'll split out.
So, in chapter 1, when we did inequalities, If we divided by negative, what did we have to do? Change that sign. Good job remembering that, you guys. You have to flip. Nice. Well done. What am I going to change it to? Less than. Okay, what do two negatives mean?
Positive.
Positive. And what's 6 divided by negative 3? Negative 2. Okay, so this is a sneaky thing. So on your practice tonight, you have a half sheet for practice tonight, okay? Be careful. If you divide by negative, you remember have to flip that sign. Okay? Do you have to flip it if I divide by a positive 3?
No.
No. Okay, so what are we going to plot first for our line? Negative 2. Okay. How's our slope moving from negative 2? Up 2 and over 3. Up 2 and over 3. Do you think this is a solid or a dash? Solid. Now this says a less than, so where am I going to shade? Below. Okay, I'm going to call in someone's name to give me a point. Okay? So, Nigel, you have a point that's inside the shaded.
45-2. It's
Negative
3, negative 2 right there. That is in this shaded spot. Good job. 3, negative 2. Okay, now for the outside. He's not here. Okay, how about Tiara? What's one that's on the outside?
0, 0.
0, 0. Do you guys agree 0, 0 is on the outside? Yes. Hey, does anyone have any questions or need any clarification before we get to our squad activity? Okay, this is what I'm going to have you do. You are going to get, every person in your squad is going to get a piece of paper. You need to decide, again, make sure you know what letter you are. Because I'm going to be calling a letter. Okay, and you need to solve this problem and use your squad members to help you.
Not to be abbreviated.
Okay, so what's your letter? What letter are you? What's your letter?
Anything.
Q and A. What's your letter?
Yeah. That's how I make friends.
That's how we're friends.
Okay. What letter are you? What are you?
My bad.
Wait, there's a camera.
Okay, awesome. Okay, what letter are you? You're D. What letter are you?
I'm S. I'm S.
S. A. U. Q. Okay. There you guys go.
Yeah.
Okay, what letter are you? What letter are you?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you?
I am
you.
you.
And what letter are you?
Probably the same. He needs one. I want two.
I want
Are you A? Okay. What letter are you?
I end up in
We would do it.
Saturday. I was like, no. He goes, are you sure? I'm like,
Okay, awesome.
100.
Hey, solve that problem. Give you 2 minutes to compare with your squad.
Okay, so we have to graph the inequality. Just like the same thing. Yeah. So we're gonna solve this equation. What do we do? Yeah, like you said.
2y.
Yeah, we're gonna subtract 5x. So that we do
You guys are taking so long.
Wow. Plus 10.
Make sure you compare with your squad members and pay attention to your symbols.
It's not a negative.
Pay attention to your symbols.
Plus 5.
Negative.
Because 2.5.
Is that true? When you divide by this, it becomes a negative.
You move it over.
When you move it back, we need to subtract it.
Oh, that's
Subtracted. Nice. Good job.
didn't subtract it, that's why.
You know the.
I didn't like put it with like subtracting it. Yeah, it's below 5.
You want to start with okay, cool.
I'm just not.
Make sure you guys compare with your squad members when you're done, okay?
I would really turkey fighter. I would like I'm being for you. Oh, that's not mine.
It's dotted line. It's dotted line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? Wait.
I can't. What is with this one?
You guys know. Yeah. No. That's one.
Shade? What? Huh?
I accidentally marked
So we should the bigger part. Okay.
Which one's the bigger part?
That's my that
Just cat.
Okay, make some final choices on your graphs. Make some final choices.
Yeah.
Let's do -1, 1.
And then,
3, 2. Ow. 2, 3. That's
Okay. Tiara's gonna pick the card. Pick the card.
His name is Trey.
We got S's. Come on over, S's. Let's see S's. Here, S.
I'm safe again.
Right, like,
You watch your S.
you're like
Very good. You get it right?
if I was calling you fat,
How do I go so
we were pink on Wednesdays.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now.
I don't have
Yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so some things that I saw comparing with your squads. First of all, the equation is y is less than -5 halves x plus 5. So that means we have to start at 5 and go down -5 and over 2. And then why is this dashed?
It's not.
It's not equal to. Why did I shade below? Because it's less than. So make some corrections. If you didn't have that, make some corrections. I'm going to give you one more piece of paper. Put your blue piece of papers in the center. I'm going to come around and collect them.
white face paint and a big carrot. A Japanese umbrella to it.
Hello.
I like got a little on the nose.
I have a TV.
It's not racist.
I was gonna do
National cultural appropriation.
Awesome. Take care of that. And here you guys go. Try this next problem.
I'm gonna lick my pencil to shoot.
Oh, it's the rude.
Wait.
Okay, so we need 5. Do you guys get enough this time? Yeah. Okay. And then we have 3. Okay, so try this problem. Good job, guys. Okay, discuss in your group writing the equation of the given
the
graph.
last one we did, because it's not in the. Yes, it is.
Right here, if you look at
But it is. It's less than or equal to. That's where the last one.
It's not y equals.
Isn't it like this?
Yeah,
No,
that's
no, it's like. But that
Y
was
is
less
less than or equal to.
And this is, you're saying this is bigger than.
No, it's not 2x.
No, wait, no, it's less than. It's less than because it's below one.
No, I got it.
Okay, compare your squads. We're gonna pick a letter.
No, you did it wrong.
It's the other way around. Make sure you were right. I'm sorry. I doubted you.
Okay, guys, we're gonna pick a letter. If we get it wrong, I'll say pick one.
Don't take you.
Okay, D's. Come on over, D's.
Big
Hey, oh no, show me. Let's see. Here. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Yes. Okay, so
Relax.
okay.
How dare you?
Okay, nice.
Someone shoot him.
Okay, you guys. Here is the equation to compare. Okay, now. I said it was equal to. Why did I say it was equal to? Because it's solid. Why did I say it was less than? Below the line. And then our slope was 3 and our intercept was -1. How do we feel about those?
Great. Like
Good. Okay. Did you notice that I put a blank piece of paper up at your group? Okay, this is what I want you to do. Listen carefully. I'm going to come around and collect your green ones, but while I'm doing that, in your group, I want you to create a problem that can be given to a different squad. So, you get to create, they can either graph it, or they could write the equation. Or both, you can. So, create a problem that you can give to another squad on your piece of paper.
What we should do in A.
I'm gonna write a free calculus graphing problem. I'll find one.
I don't trust it. I'm gonna
Create a problem. You get to create it. You can decide to make them graph it, or you can make them write the equation. You get to choose.
Finish them. End their.
Create an equation. Create an equation. You also need to put your answer key on there. So write the answer key.
Nice.
So once you have your equation, do the answer key down below.
7y is less than.
Once you get
Find the line.
Okay, what
okay,
number
once
is
you've created the equation, these two groups, when you create the equation, do the answer key at the bottom.
No.
Okay?
I need to find it.
When you create your equation, do an answer key at the bottom, so that way you have an answer
Send
key.
me to do a pre-calculus one.
do an
You
answer
can
key?
create it.
I just
Now you have to do the answer key to do it. You have to show it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The answer guy.
There isn't one.
So, you guys, did you do the answer key down below? Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna give them a second piece of paper. This is your answer key.
I want to look at the hard problem.
It'd be like solve it.
So put your answer key below, because you're gonna need the key so you can grade if they did it correctly.
Have you ever seen those like math problems that take up the entire board?
7 divided by 4.
So do the answer key down below so that way they can grade it.
Yeah.
Is it on the back?
Did they graph it? Did you graph it?
What do they have to do? Do they have to write it or do they graph it?
What day is it?
Tuesday.
Oh. Okay.
Are you voting? Are you of the age of 18?
So, Dustin and you guys get an answer sheet?
I can't wait to vote for Grandpa Bernie.
How old are you?
I am 16.
Hey guys, also write your squad name on your paper because we're going to run out of time, so we're not going to have time to switch and have people solve. So write your squad's name on your piece of paper.
Wait, what paper?
On your line paper, because I'm going to collect that so we can save it for tomorrow. Okay, while you guys are finishing up, things you need to know. On your line paper, you should have a problem and an answer key. At the top, write your squad's name, so that way I can give it back to you tomorrow so that we can trade and give other squads a chance to solve. Okay? I also came around and gave you a half sheet. This half sheet is your practice that's due tomorrow. This is worth your 4 XP. Okay, so this is due tomorrow. So once you are done